And we are on to our last activity, which is we want to now evaluate the part. So we're not going to create anything new. We're just going to evaluate the part. Verify that the part you created has the correct geometry. To do this, the shape and size features must be verified, plus their placement relative to each other. A mass properties evaluation is a quick way to evaluate that everything is the correct size, but it does not indicate if features are correctly placed. For example, all 4 bolt holes could be in a line and the mass would be correct, but the part would be wrong. The measure command helps with this by allowing us to measure entities and distances between entities. Use the measure command to verify the correctness of the part. Try it. Within the Evaluate Command Manager, click Measure and evaluate the following. The radius of the outside corner. Okay, great. Look, oh, here's Measure. Okay. The radius of the outside corner. I'm going to do this by clicking on that surface, and it says what the radius is. Okay, now this is interesting. You may need to switch your units because our units of our SolidCAD model are MMGS, but the last time I used the measure command, it was in IPS. So I need to click this button right here that will switch that, and then change my units to millimeters and say okay, and I'm 20 millimeters. Okay, and I love this because we don't want to just check the radius. We want to see that the radius is what it's supposed to be. So how would we know what it's supposed to be? We can look here in the guidebook, and we can see in the image that's on page 77, it tells us that it should be 20 millimeters. Oh, that's 20 millimeters for the other one. Yeah. On the left side of page 77, it says that it should be 20 millimeters, and it is 20 millimeters. Okay. What else did this want us to check? It wants us to check, okay, so now we have to press Escape because my cursor has this little measurement thing on it. I want to hit Escape. That means the whole thing went away there. And I want to measure the radius of the inside corner. So I'm going to do the same exact thing. And that one is listed as 16. And I know because we just did that in one of the other activities recently. Just trying to see where. That it's supposed to be 16. That it's supposed to be 16 millimeters. It's really important to do these kinds of checks so that you can know. Okay, sketch fillet. That's the one we are looking at. Activity 2.18. Yeah, 16 millimeters for all the insides. Excellent. Okay, so now I want to go here and find the diameter of the bolt holes. Okay, the diameter of the bolt holes. Go back into the measure command. Grab the diameter of the bolt holes is 20. And I can see on the image in page 77 that it should be 20 millimeters. So excellent. What else does it want me to check? Measure the center-to-center distance between 2 holes. Check both the horizontal center-to-center distance and the vertical center-to-center distance. Use the arc circle measurement drop-down menu to find an easy way to make this measurement. Okay, great. So if I go into measure and I come over to here, I can see, I don't know, what do we got here? Point to point, point to point. Okay, look right over here, arc measurements, center to center. That's what I want, center to center. So from here to here, center to center is 96 millimeters. And that was 48 times 2, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, now I need to come over here and clear these out. So I right-click and clear those out. I'm going to select this surface and this one, and we should be 222, should we not? Yep, 222. So we have done that. If we had any mistakes, we would want to fix them right now. And how would we fix them? We would do them exactly how we had done before, which is that we would go into the features that the sketches that define things, and we would edit those sketches, and we would come in here and we would say, oh, this should be 232. Excuse me, I need to double click that. 232. If that were the correct dimension, we would do that and we'd be good to go. So that's how we would make any edits we would need to make. Let's go fix that one, get it back to what it should be. Double click on that dimension, 222, and accept that, and we are golden. Okay, great. One other thing that maybe you should know about is you can check out these extra views right here, which I am having a hard time selecting. Okay, why can't I see my ISO view? Isometric view, there we go. Okay. Also, you might be able to tell if your eye is trained in it. We are looking at this right now in what's called an oblique view, but I like to view everything in perspective view because everything in real life looks like perspective view. So I'm going to click this perspective button, and now that looks more realistic.